Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope you all are doing good. As most of you already know, the purpose of this session. Hey, hi, Brinda. How are you doing? So, as usual, the session is going to be there for next 1 hour. If anybody is interested, then they can ask their respective questions. I would be maintaining a specific queue at my end, so no need to worry. You guys can be sure that I'm going to make sure that you get your turn. So that is something I would be maintaining. The purpose of this session is very clear. We want to have this for you, and it happens almost every day. Uh, so if anybody has any specific questions, they can ask those questions during the session. We also have our application available, and that is available on App Store and Play Store. So if anybody wants, they can download it from App Store or Play Store. And this app is absolutely free, and 80% of the features of the application you get to see without any coins. But in case if you have any specific questions, or if you want to generate your yearly report or anything of that sort, then definitely you must have the coins. So what you can do, you can share your details, and I would be maintaining, as I said, the queue for you. And the purpose of that queue is to just keep track of who came when and during the session, and then I can just keep maintaining the order and keep giving the answers you have. So Brinda, if you are still there and if you have any specific questions, please feel free to ask. Hey, hi Brinda. If you have any specific questions, please feel free to ask Brinda. How is your Venus in your chart? Why you want to know that, Brinda? What makes you feel that knowing the status of Venus would help you uh, feel more comfortable about Venus? What is the purpose of it? Please do share your token. I know that you are a returning viewer, so as long as you have the token, I would love to see your chart. Just share your token with me. Brinda, please do share your token. Okay. Okay, fine. Share your token. Let me see. And also let me know the specific question you have. Don't concentrate on specific planets, right? Because a single planet is not going to uh, help you achieve everything in your life, right? So I would also like you to call out which specific question you want me to look into, right? And in case if Venus is the party in that specific question, then definitely we'll consider that. Otherwise, okay, Brinda. Uh, Last time when we spoke, right? We spoke somewhere in January, right? January 2026 is when we spoke last. That time your question was more on the lines of future, right? And how is that going to happen? Your chart is having quite a strong Mangal Dosh as well, but you want to know about Venus. So your Venus is having 6th house, 8th house, and 12th house involved in one way or other way. So I don't know who told you that. Obviously, since it has a relation with the ninth house, that is potentially what is making you feel that it is your lucky or whatever you said, right? Luck house. So potentially that is what is motivating you. No, it is not going to favor. So that is what I'm saying, right? Because sixth house, 12th house, and eighth house are involved. So I don't know who told you that this is your lucky house or whatever you have understood from somebody, but that's not the fact, right? So as long as I see, this is not the fact. So just give me a minute. Let's deep dive. Uh, yeah, that's all right. No, that's all right. That doesn't make any big difference. All in all, your question was how's your Venus? So your Venus, I would say, is not absolutely favorable for you. It is seriously involved with sixth house, 12th house, and eighth house. So if you are expecting Venus to give you something considerable, I doubt if that would happen. So that is what is the bottom line. Now if you think that it is sitting in its own sign, then you would have also seen that it is in dead state at the moment, so it is not at all powerful. But if you look at the chalit, then it is moving into the middle, so there can be multiple interpretations, because one planet moving into the center of the house is definitely going to become very powerful, but at the same time you have to see the avastha. So now if you go into the direction of Parashari, you will definitely get lost. So what I'm telling you is the bottom line. बाकी आपकी जो मर्जी है आप सोचते रहो. It is not going to be favorable for you. Is the bottom line. अब आपका जो अच्छा लगे आपको वो आप accept कर सकते हो, जो नहीं लगे you can reject that. Let's move on, guys. Who is next? Amul. 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 What is your question? Financial loss recovery. Where have you lost your money? Have you lost it in stock market, or have you lost it by lending it to somebody? Where exactly have you lost your money? Can you call out that also, please? Amol, please call out where have you lost, from where you incurred this loss. I want to know that. Let's create Amol's chart. Amol, I'm just adding you to the queue, and then your chart would also get created. Just give me a minute. Thank you, Amol. Thank you so much for confirming. Let me create your chart. If anybody wants, they can download this application also. The name of the application is Lacuna Astro. It is available on App Store and Play Store. It is basically focused or centered around the predictions, right? We don't focus too much on giving you the actual charts, all the mathematical formulas and the outcomes of that. So that is pretty much hidden in the application, so you would not get to see that. So application is predominantly centered around the outcomes. So if anybody is keen to get any insights about their chart in terms of what is the positioning of the planets in different divisional charts, what are the values of the shuttle, so those things are basically not shown in the application, because we just want to keep it quite light for the users who are not too much into astrology. If somebody is already into that, we really don't want those guys to use this application at all, because if somebody already has a sense of it, then they are already biased, because whatever they have learned is what they feel is right. But here we feel what is right is totally dependent on what we have proven. So if something has been already proven, then that only becomes a fact for us. Otherwise, rest all is junk. So that's the simple philosophy we follow. बाकी जिसको जो सही लगे वो कर सकता है. So we are going ahead with the mole. I'm creating the very first profile, and that is for Amol. Amol, just keep an eye on what I'm putting in, right? And I want you to stop me if you see anything going out of the way, or if I accidentally fill something wrong. Amol, may I request you to please check your chart and let me know if everything is right? Thank you, Amol. Just hold on. Amol, this is your token. Please save this token. Next time when you come, this is what I would be expecting you to share with me. There is no way to predict how part is not predictable. When is something we can definitely talk about? When is your financial condition going to improve? Amol, can you specify the exact time when the losses were incurred? Amol, can you specify the time when you incurred the losses? Jan 2026. So in November 2025, you entered into the dasha of, means the entire sequence of Shukra, Shani, Guru. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But I just wanted to be sure that the dasha itself is not changing during that time, right? So you entered into this specific time frame somewhere at the end of November 2025, right? So Shukra, Shani, uh, Guru. So that is the time when you entered into it, and that is precisely somewhere at the 4th or 5th of December is when you entered into this time frame, and you are currently into that time frame only, and you are going to get out of this time in May 2026. Now let's see if there is a possibility of loss or if there is a possibility of making money during this time. Since the dasha is not changing, I would not say there would be any specific changes in whatever you are experiencing. There can be certain ups and downs, but that is totally dependent on the gochar, which I don't think we should be considering in this specific instance. So let's try to find out what has happened during this time. So just give me 2 more minutes. Silent Geek, I'm adding you into the queue. So just hold on. So I'm just trying to find out a very specific occurrence of 3, 5, 8, 10, 11 houses. If there is any specific occurrence found there, then we can discuss more about it. Otherwise, we have to retreat. So what your Shani is saying, Shani is 5, 8, 10. What about Venus? 5, 8, 10. Are you sure you made losses, or you are just testing something? 5, 8, 10. Okay, fine. Just hold on. So the Saturn and Venus, both of them are indicating somewhat similar pattern. Now the point is, this is something which you would have not just started in this time, right? Because the Venus and the Saturn are there from a very long time, even before that. But you are saying you incurred the losses recently. So that is what is making me anxious. How exactly this has happened? Just hold on 2 more minutes. So you entered into this in 2023 March. Five it. Till May, it is not going to change. Means if you continue to be involved in the trading, then definitely this is not going to improve, because I see that Jupiter is also contributing into it. I would suggest you to just put a pause on it for a while and wait for somewhere mid of May 2026 is when you can potentially think of resuming, and that's the time you would be able to make considerable growth as well, right? So your gains would increase during that time. But now if you continue to put pressure and continue to trade during this time, and and this is a known fact now, right? Because of the volatility in the market, if you continue to stay invested there or continue to trade, it's not about continuing the investments there, but it's more about trading. So if you continue to trade during this time, then definitely you would continue to incur the losses. But this is definitely going to improve starting from November 2026. And as far as the losses are concerned, I don't think that starting from March 2023 you would have seen a considerable improvement in this. Now we'll not look into the career aspect, Amol, because I have already given fair enough time to look into this. But just give me a minute. Let's look into that. Career, I think, would be mixed at the moment, but there is a problem. Just hold on. There is a slight issue here. Just hold on. I mean, so your chart is. I don't know. You have to be very clear, man, because your Saturn is clearly indicating the combination of 5, 8, 12, right? Which is indicating that the workplace would not be very, uh, psychologically safe for you, right? You would be already going through a considerable pressure there. So, but just give me one more minute. I can't just look into one planet. 5 8 is from there, 5 8 is from there. No, your work experience would also not be good, and potentially that would start improving during the same time I said. But there is also a possibility of you. I mean, I would suggest you to go for upskilling, invest some funds on you so that you can upskill yourself. If that is the possibility, then potentially think of it so that you can take the real benefit of career uh, starting from May. Right now, you would be going through quite a dramatic job experience also. So for that, please download the application. All the details are there in the application. But I don't think you should go for offline reading because I have looked into the things fair enough, right? You enjoy your day. But if you want, you can use the application and book the appointment. Let's move on. And Amol, I would request you to please maintain your token. Don't lose your token. That is very important. So in the application, when you go, here is the book an appointment. You can just use this capability, and it would allow you to book an appointment. And I would be speaking to you. We do not have a fleet of astrologers, and we are never going to have that. So we want to make a completely autonomous application itself, which does everything without any human intervention. So that is what we are building. Let's move on, guys. Next one is Silent Geek. What's your name? May I request you to please share your name? I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday evening, right? And the discussion went into the somewhat similar direction which Silent Geek has. He started with the discussion around marriage, and there were some proposals which are currently being discussed, and he jumped on other aspects. Silent Geek, I need your name. Without name, Nitish. Thank you, Nitish. So then he jumped on kids, career, everything, right? So we need to concentrate. We need to start with one thing, although we do not have a lot of people today. So we can utilize this time to have a far more deeper discussion. But just give me a minute. I'll be closing session a bit early today. So folks, this application is available on App Store and Play Store, both the places. So if anybody is interested, they can download this app. Nitish, I would suggest you to please validate your details. Nitish, please validate your details quickly. Thank you, Nitish. May I request you to please save this token? Next time when you come, this is what would be expected from you. We'll concentrate on marriage. What else have you asked? Marriage, life, spouse, compatibility. You added children also, right? You added children also, but you haven't added grandchildren's. So after 60 years, how the things would be for you. So you didn't ask that. I'm really disappointed. Why you missed that, man? You could have gone extra mile, right? You should have asked that. So let's see what is there. Hey, hi Dinesh. अ, नहीं मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है कि जैसे वो होता नहीं है कि मौका मिला तो चौका मार ही दो आज, फिर क्या पता कल ईरान की मिसाइल आके हमारे ऊपर ही गिर जाए. सो आज ही पूछ लेते हैं. ओके, your chart is here, man, and you are definitely going to have a stable marriage. Uh, Although life would not be very smooth, it would have a bit of up and downs, which generally everybody has, but your life may have a little bit of extra, uh, a pinch of salt. uh, there is also a possibility of you being somebody who likes to experiment a lot of things, right? I mean, people like you are sometimes have been seen that they are multi-talented, so that can be a possibility. Quite emotional, may have inclination towards somebody right now. As far as marriage is concerned, chart has a fair enough support for marriage, but there are durations in which if you decide to pursue marriage, then that would not be a very favorable for you, right? So you would not be able to really reap the benefits out of it. I shouldn't say that reap the benefits out of it. I should say that you would not be enjoying the fullest possibility of it. That is when you marry in certain specific time frames. But looking at the current dasha, the Mahadasha itself is in in absolute support of the event. But it is also giving certain false indications. Uh, I mean, we can't uh, ignore bad and then just concentrate on good, because you are in Ketu Mahadasha at the moment. And you may be in relationship with somebody, that is certain, and it should be quite an intense relationship. I feel that you may already be married, if because this combination is there. If not, then this is the very favorable time for you to get married also. You entered into this dasha in 2023. You entered in Mahadasha in 2023. How come you are not yet married? Just give me a minute. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. But uh, if you don't mind, may I ask, do you have a partner right now? Nishit? Nitish? Nitish, do you have a partner? Do you have a committed relationship at the moment? I want to know that. What I see is clear that you are having a quite an intense relationship with somebody. I want you to confirm that before I see anything further. If you say no, then potentially I would not look your chart further. I'm expecting an yes from your side because that is what I see. Mm. I want to hear the answer of the question I had. What you think, you can keep thinking. I don't care about it. But I want to answer, I want your answer on this. Do you have a relationship right now? No, I'm being honest. Then I don't think I'm skilled enough to look into your chart then. Because your chart, what your chart is indicating and what you are saying is not matching. So that's where your reading stops. I don't want to waste my time any further on this. Because if you are saying no and if your chart is indicating something, then there is a different definite then we should not continue reading your chart. Because what I see, and you are denying that, so I don't know why is that happening. And I don't see any clear indications of that also, which should be preventing this from happening. So either you are saying a lie, or I'm not skilled enough to look it further. So I would drop it here, and I would not look into it any further on this. Yeah. So there is a misalignment. What I see and what you say is not been aligned. So in that case, I can't continue this reading. Let's move on, guys. Oh, that's okay. Introvert होना और किसी के साथ relationship में होना are two different things. Being in a relationship which is quite intense का introvert से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. But anyways, I can't continue your reading because what you are saying and what I see is not matching. So let's move on, guys. I'll document this also. The chart indicates there must be a relationship ongoing, but the person is denying that possibility and claiming that since is introvert. Oh, that's fine, man. I got the answer. You can enjoy your evening. I mean, I accept that I'm not skilled enough to look into your chart any further because there is a complete misalignment, and your chart is quite strongly reflecting something, and it is not something which has happened just now. So it is reflecting quite a while. Is what is the experience you should be having, but you are denying that. So it's okay, no problem. Uh, since he is an introvert, so this is not a possibility. Maybe he is not share this. That's fine, man. But my closing statement is if you want to marry to the same person, then there is a possibility you can go for it. He can marry the same girl he is involved with. शादी हो जाए उसके बाद बच्चों के बारे में पूछने आ सकते हैं आप. Please make sure you have your token, or next time when you come, please come from a different YouTube ID. If you don't remember your token, then you would not get my time. So I would expect you to come with your token next time. Who is next? Dinesh. Silent geek, you can leave now. Since there is a disagreement, and I have a strong feeling that you're hiding something. It's absolutely fine, man. Why would I waste my time on a profile where transparency is lacking? So since transparency is not there, your profile is good for nothing for me. So every profile we pick has something for Lacuna Astro as a company, right? We get to learn something, we get to improve something in our system. But in your case, it is a pure attempt to confuse the system. So you can just enjoy your evening. I would request you to leave now. We can't help you any further. Dinesh, Dinesh, if you are there, please let me know. Dinesh, if you are there, please confirm your availability. Okay, fine. I think Dinesh is no longer there. Bhumika, if you are there, please confirm. Folks, today's session would be closing in 9 minutes. So today's session is going to be there only for 1 hour. Hey, hi, Hetal. How are you doing? Hetal, what's your question? And you are 2008 born. So please choose your question carefully. Yeah, that's fine, Hetal. But what is your question? Fine. Good question. Hetal, please confirm your chart. Hetal, please validate your details and quickly confirm. Hetal, can you confirm? I didn't know, maybe you are sleeping. This is your token. There is an issue in terms of you getting the job anytime soon. Even if you get, it is going to be a bit of a struggling time for you. Just give me 2 minutes. I would say first complete your education, because right now your chart is not very, you can even go and start your job, but that would be a very low profile job. Not Would not allow you to make a lot of money there, right? So now the point I want you to be clear about, if you really want to pursue job as an option uh, right now, I don't think this is the right time for you. You should complete your formal education and then potentially think about it. So right now your chart is not very favorable for it. Guys, we would be closing the session in next 5 to 10 minutes. If anybody has any questions, please make it fast. Otherwise, I'll close the session. I think let's proceed for the closure. Thank you, everybody. If anybody is listening me, and thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity to look into your charts. We have reached at the end of the session for today, and oh, hey, hi, Nehu. I was about to close the session. Yes, it is free, but please make it quick. I was about to close the session. If you don't mind, may I request you to make it quick, please? Please share your details along with the question and please make it quick. Fine, I think let's connect tomorrow then, Neha. I wish you all the best. Take care of yourself, and we'll speak tomorrow. And thank you, everybody, whoever gave this wonderful opportunity to look into your charts today. We are. So Neha, we'll connect tomorrow. I'm now closing the session. I would add you into the queue, and you can come tomorrow. Okay. So you can come tomorrow. So thank you, everybody, for giving this wonderful opportunity to look into your charts. Today we had a very few people joining the session. That's absolutely fine. A few good profiles came into my attention, and there was one profile which potentially could be a fraud profile. There was a lot of disagreement, and that is where we stopped his reading. Uh, and I would suggest everybody to make sure that your questions are centered around your life, something which is very critical in nature. If you are very young, if you are in early 20s, then I would be expecting you to ask more questions around your career than asking things around your love life and things like that, because that is something which should not be the primary concern for somebody at that age. Now, with this message, I would also like to let you guys know that the Laguna Astro application is available on App Store and Play Store. You can download it from there. You can do a lot of things. For example, You can do the compatibility test there, which is quite exhaustive and detailed compatibility test available out there in the market. So anybody interested can go and use that, and that's absolutely free for now. So why not to use that? It gives you the right perspective about your partner and how exactly you should be pursuing that relationship. So that all is very beautifully covered there. Now, I would like to close the session now. My name is Anand. I'm the founder and CTO of Lacuna Astro. I would request you all to please give a try and share your feedbacks with me. Thank you, everybody. Good night.